Jambo, karibu kwenye 20th anniversary hapa kwenye Multicultural Aoraki, where 20 years ago a vision was born to bring people together, break barriers, and to create a place where culture isn't just seen, but it's celebrated.
The world was shocked by this terrible Asia tsunami, where over 1 million people lost their lives. And it here affected us in Timaru to think of all that suffering. What could we do? Let's raise some money. A group of us got together, a committee. We formed a committee called the Timaru Race Relations Committee, and we organised a massive fundraising dinner at Caroline Bay. It was the beginning of 7 years of dinners, fundraising, and raising awareness of the diversity that we had here in Timaru, where over 60 different nationalities were living. There were other problems that certainly maybe Timaru people could help. And so for the next 7 years, a group of us, it changed, but there was a very diverse board of trustees who helped, and over 4,000 hours of voluntary work were done in those 7 years, until such time as we then applied for funding from the Ministry of Social Welfare and underwent a very detailed research project that went for 1 year. But in the end, we secured the funding, and Rosie Knoppel, the German who was living here in Timaru at the time, became the Aoraki Migrant Centre's first manager.
So I first started at the Aoraki Migrant Centre back in 2019, where it was just a team of one at the back of a small office and community house. I'm incredibly proud of many of the things that we achieved during my time there. I guess some of the main points were our support to so many people during COVID, when many of our migrant community lost jobs, lost housing, lost all support. Mandy and I went from working 40 hours between us to working about 100, supporting people with food, with warm clothing, with firewood, just with support and guidance to help them apply for financial assistance through Red Cross. I truly believe that without Aoraki Migrant Centre being there at that time, so many more of our migrant community would have struggled. We literally supported hundreds of people during this time. Another thing I'm very proud of is our rebranding. So we went from the Aoraki Migrant Centre, which was fantastic and definitely communicated to our public who we were, but we wanted to make this a bit more inclusive. We found that many of our migrant community had lived here many years, but no longer looked at themselves as a migrant, so didn't feel they could come to us for support. But when things happened that had happened before someone passed away, they lost their job, they still didn't understand the New Zealand systems. So this is one of the reasons that we changed our name to Multicultural Aoraki, to make it more inclusive and to make sure everybody knew that they had somewhere to come to if they needed help. I think our community is incredibly lucky to have Multicultural Aoraki as a supporting agent for our migrant community, and I know that they're going to continue to go from strength to strength.
Our relationship with Multicultural Aoraki is, for me personally, is something that I rely on. They're my go-to people to connect with our ethnic communities. We deal with a diverse range of people within my role, or the police's role. We aren't by any means experts, or we don't know everything about our communities. Therefore, having Multicultural and the resources that they have and the knowledge that they have, being able to utilise that in our role as police, to break down barriers, to build relationships, is something that I rely on heavily. I think the service that they provide to not only me but to the community is important. To welcome and make people feel comfortable. So it is an important organisation, and it's something I feel quite privileged to be a part of, and the relationship I have with them is very important to my role.
Aoraki Multicultural are a really valuable organisation, and they have really impressed me as a really effective organisation. They're so good at valuing all cultures and empowering people who are new to our community, who need to know things. They're a great resource. I've just always felt they are a really cohesive and energetic. They're so energetic. They're always doing really exciting things in the community and things that everybody can be part of. I just can't speak highly enough of them. I think they're fantastic.
They create a bridge for our students to be able to connect, for us to be able to connect our students to the school. They give us an opportunity to make connections with whānau that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. They assist us in times when students struggle to get to school, and when whānau are having trouble getting their students to school. They assist in those opportunities. Our students get opportunities to perform for Multicultural Aoraki, to observe other organisations through Multicultural Aoraki performing for them. And those are opportunities that our students might not otherwise have, or if they did have it, it would be a lot more organisation and a lot more difficult for schools to provide those opportunities. So we're very lucky to have Multicultural Aoraki so eager to be involved with schools and with the diversity of ethnicities that we have in our schools today.
What does Multicultural Aoraki mean to us here at Fire and Emergency New Zealand, Mid-South Canterbury? Wow, you guys are amazing within our community and help us so much. You don't just lead us, you support us, and you create so much space for us and allow us to be a part of all multicultural communities. There's feels like there's no one left behind. So thank you so much for doing that. You are teaching us in this space. You're not just giving us the fish, you're teaching us how to fish, how to create our own opportunities, and also giving us multiple opportunities to be a part of your multicultural space and the community. So on the behalf of Fire and Emergency New Zealand here in Mid-South Canterbury, we cannot thank you enough. We really believe in what you do and believe you've got more than 20 years plus left. So let's go. Looking forward to it.
Kia ora. I'm the principal at Roncalli College, and I've been principal here for the past 16 years. When I first started in this job, our community was very monocultural. And what I've noticed over the years, it's become far more multicultural. So we have far more ethnicities as part of our community now. And I think that's added lots of value to our school. Multicultural Aoraki has been really helpful to help us to understand and get to know more of these people within our community. And they've come into our school to support us with understanding in celebrating different cultural feasts, understanding the different cultural customs and habits, and helping in getting more familiar with how they can be recognized in the appropriate way. So we enjoy working with Multicultural Aoraki, and we hope to see that relationship grow in the future.
What is multiculturalism to me? What does it mean to me? I first have to start with biculturalism. We have a bicultural society in New Zealand, first and foremost. We have Te Ao Māori and we have Te Ao Pākehā. So we have the Pākehā people and the Māori people that make up our bicultural society here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. After that, then we have our multicultural society, which is made up of all our Polynesian brothers and sisters who have come to live in New Zealand, to work, and also all our other brothers and sisters from other ethnicities in the world who have also chosen to come to live in New Zealand. Bringing all of these cultures together makes it a multicultural society. However, as I said, we first acknowledge biculturalism and then we have our multicultural society in New Zealand. And that it really warms my heart to be able to learn from all the other cultures that come here to live, and vice versa, Māori and can teach all the other cultures also what we have here and what's special to us. So that is it for me, bringing everybody together and learning from one another and living in peace and harmony. Kia ora.
Look, I grew up in Timaru in the district some 40 odd years ago, and I've seen the district grow to such a wonderful place that it is in 2025. An important part of that is the immigration and the diversity that we see today. It's so good to be able to go to a multicultural food and cultural festival. We didn't see that, so many years ago when I grew up, and such a positive part of the community. It's not just about the food and the wonderful dancing and all those things. It's also about the economics. It's about filling jobs. It's about families creating a place to live and prosper. Of late, it's also about being able to be a safe harbour for the refugees that we have been able to welcome from Syria. It's so special for me to be able to welcome so many people within our citizenship ceremonies, and I just love how empowered our community is when we bring so many cultures together. Great to be able to celebrate this night with you.
Koto. My name's Kenny Diamond. I'm the principal of Mountain View High School here in Timaru. Multicultural Aoraki has been an important part of the South Canterbury community for 20 years. The work they do with minority ethnic groups in Timaru is invaluable. Here at Mountain View High School, we value our relationship with Multicultural Aoraki, and they support our students in a number of ways. Recently, Multicultural Aoraki was a key player in helping us organise our Cultural Day, where we were able to showcase over 34 different nationalities and cultures. It's something that we're really proud of, and we hope that Multicultural Aoraki will be around for the next 20 years to support our students and help them embed themselves and their community into our wider South Canterbury community. Well done, Multicultural Aoraki.
Hi everyone, it's James Meagher here, your local MP. It is my great privilege to congratulate Multicultural Aoraki Timaru on a remarkable milestone, 20 years of dedicated service to our community. Over the past 2 decades, Multicultural Aoraki has played an invaluable role in welcoming, supporting and empowering newcomers to our region. Through tireless work, this organisation has fostered not only inclusion, but also deep respect and understanding between cultures, enriching the fabric of South Canterbury. Your efforts have strengthened our communities, built lasting friendships and helped people from all around the world confidently call Timaru home. So on behalf of our electorate, I want to extend my deep thanks to all who have contributed to this journey, the staff, the volunteers, the community members who have made Multicultural Aoraki what it is today. Congratulations on your 20th anniversary. I have no doubt that your next 20 years will continue to shape a more inclusive, vibrant and united community for us all.
It's amazing the work that both Rosie and Katie brought to Multicultural Aoraki, and the way we have grown in the 20 years is really accredited to both them, and the amazing work that Katie did during the COVID times, the mosque shootings, to go from an agency of 1 person to the team that we have today of 8 is a really testament to her. So thank you for the past, and the present now with our amazing team is really great. We do some wonderful work. The way I see the future going is more collaboration, getting youth involved and getting business involved as well. It's our whole community. We need to show inclusivity through diversity, and that we do that by bringing everyone together. So please come on a journey with us to make sure everyone feels welcome and at home in South Canterbury.
Happy 20th anniversary, Multicultural Aoraki.